Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be the first game on Blackburn that I've cast for the channel. It's going to be AwesomeSeal versus Kyaralonous for a patron cast for the month of May. Bottom left we have a red Protoss player, it is AwesomeSeal. And in the bottom right of Blackburn, it is a blue Zerg player, Kyaralonous. Now, one of these players is subscribed to me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for $10 a month or more, which just gives them the right to send me any replay they want once a month, and I will cast it. It can be them, it can be a professional player, it can be somebody else who is not a professional player. Really, no restrictions on that. So, it's a PvZ, again, on Blackburn. We have a little island expansion here. Well, not an island, just you have to break down this debris to access it through ground. And gold bases right here. So professional Zergs, especially against Protoss, like to take this as their natural base. It is super far away from your main base. That is for sure. And, ooh, that's a proxy hatch from Kyaralonous. Hey, I'm on board with this. Let's get this going. Let's go. Probe comes in and says, okay, no gas. There is a pool coming up. There's not an expansion down here either. So, we're just going to pretend like we're going to wall off against Lings that try to join us through the front door, which is smart, but he's letting this finish, which is a problem. Professionals will bring 5 or 6 different probes down and also chrono boost out a Zealot and kill this thing before it comes up. You can do it with about 6 probes and a Zealot if you chrono boost the Zealot out. That is not what's happening from AwesomeSeal. Again, this is a bit of a lower level game. I'm going to say this is around gold-ish, gold-silver. So, the responses here might not be perfect, but this Zealot, he's very brave. He's very hardworking. He doesn't take days off. He's going to try to kill this, and there's a cannon coming up, but this is finishing. And I think a queen's going to come out, and this is going to be close. Kai did end up taking gas. There you go. Saturating the gas. A little bit late, but, you know, better late than never, I always say. Also, you really want to start a queen. Like, as soon... There you go. As soon as this hatch pops, a queen starting is utterly important. The queen can be used for DPS against the Zealot. It can be used to throw down a creep tumor, etc. So now, can the Lings get through? Oh, it kind of looks like they can get through, doesn't it? But no, that's not a gap. And actually, the Lings kind of buying some shots that otherwise would be going towards, interesting, towards the hatch. So they kind of sacrificed themselves there. This queen's going to finish, but I'm really not sure what other damage we're going to get out of Kyaralonous' proxy hatch here. Yeah, I mean, queen throwing down a creep tumor would be incredible. Yeah, on the ramp is so good. Once again, the Lings just throwing away their lives, giving this cannon free kills. Yeah, I don't know about this. This creep tumor getting down is massively important, though. And Overlord pops from this location, which is hilarious. Zerglings are being annoying, but that's a good number of probes. And here we go. The Lings plus the queen. Not too shabby here. The proxy hatch goes down. But the larger problem right now is that you have a queen inside your base. She threw down another creep tumor. Or maybe just actually grabbed the initial tumor and spawned a new one here. Oh, this creep spread. Kai, I'm loving this right now. This is really fun stuff. This is like cheese compilation type stuff here for sure. So this one Zealot's doing work. There's another Zealot on the way. Okay, so Lings plus Queen. Oh, the Lings want to kill the Zealot, but they're letting the Queen die. That hurts, but hold on. Free shots. No, not free shots. The probes are fighting. It's going to be very close, but it looks like, oh, the probes with their little zappers do end up getting the kills on all of those Lings. There are no more eggs left inside, but the natural base is out of the question for AwesomeSeal. He's got creep all the way up into his main right now, which is totally garbage. But he is up 22 to 14 workers, which is nice. Oh, this creep tumor dies because it's actually in range of detection for this cannon. However, this one's still alive. This one's still alive. He's pushing it. Dude, AwesomeSeal needs to bring a couple probes over and kill this before it pops. Is this one going to finish? Hack. Ah! 2 HP! 2 HP! That's annoying. Oh, but killing this tumor did actually reduce the creep enough to where you can expand. So that's great. Meanwhile, Kai is taking a second base and a third base. Working on speed, getting a Baneling nest. He might try to Baneling bust here, which would be interesting. What's nice about these tumors is they're giving him free vision of everything here. Of course, the problem with the creep is that you can't build on it. So you're not going to see any tech structures built that you can scout because they're all going to be down here where you can actually build tech structures. Regardless, further walling up, he is worried about further Ling incursions and, I mean, this is a lot of Banelings that just popped. So here's the thing. You also want, there you go, a bunch of Lings and speed to be done before you do this. Let's do that, Kai. Okay, so the problem is you can't get through this, so you have to kill a pylon and then kill this cannon, and then there's another cannon. So we're just going to kind of into the forge. Okay, so now the door's open. And the Lings are trying to go after the cannons here. Zealot helping immensely. More Banelings coming in! Oh, the Zealot lives! Are you kidding me? 4 HP! Taking Banelings to the face. Oh, this guy also got 3 kills, which is fantastic. And there is no follow-up from Kai. This cannon's got 21 kills and is not dead yet. That's incredible. Dude, this creep spread problem is a problem. I mean, your best bet here is to get a robotics facility if you're AwesomeSeal. And get an observer out, like, real fast. I think that'd be pretty awesome to kill these tumors. Dude, Kai is kind of falling into a trap here. I do this a lot. I'm like, oh, I got a lot of damage done with that big Ling attack. Maybe I can follow up and just win. You're kind of throwing away... These could be drones is the point here. Your economy is kind of going down the toilet the more of these little Ling attacks you do. You'll notice he's at 15 workers to 35 for AwesomeSeal. He's got 3 bases, but he's not saturating them at all. Ben here. Ben in this very situation. Your best bet, honestly, if your opponent is investing this much into cannons and shield batteries, is to saturate up your third base and your second base, get a Roach Warren out, or go for a hive, or rather a lair. Go for something better than Lings. Roaches and Ravagers would be pretty awesome. Lurkers would be cool. Hydralisks would be pretty awesome. Mutalisks, like anything but just Ling Bane at this stage of the game is going to be your best bet. But again, saturate these bases with drones first. Get queens at these bases first. That'd be also very good. He's just making more Lings. It's a gamble is what it is. It's just a gamble. And what that means is it could work. And you could feel pretty good about it, or it could totally backfire on you. And the Protoss, he's just been building army, right? At some point, he's just been building army. Hey, an observer came out. Look at him desperately trying to throw down another tumor. A little late for that, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway because there's an observer. So the creep inside AwesomeSeal's base is finally going to recede to nothing. And AwesomeSeal is going to feel a lot just more comfortable after that play. Yeah, he's hardwalled here, so he's going to kill his own pylon so he can actually get out. It is really just Lings right now. Okay, we're doing okay. 25 workers. We are saturating a little bit here at the natural base. The third base still has no workers at it. Again, spending money pretty well here is Kai 2. AwesomeSeal floating 2,000 minerals and 1,700 gas. Because again, 50 workers on 2 bases. Pretty good. Also, that's a lot of Lings, man. Okay, so they accomplished something. They did force a cancel on the third base. They could honestly, if these guys moved out, they would all die to this number of Lings for sure. I like that he didn't mash it. Oh, that sentry, no! Lower level play. Ah, that was brutal. Brutal. Out of AwesomeSeal, loses the sentry, but there's 4 cannons and 2 shield batteries. Lings aren't breaking this. Unless, if they had full upgrades, they had the adrenal gland, they had 3-3, it'd be a different story. But you know what? They don't. There is a lair from Kai, which I'm extremely happy about. Hydralisk Den coming in. Okay, so he's understanding he needs to tech up. He needs to get something more than Lings here. Although, again, if your opponent is just kind of sitting on 3 stalkers, them moving out is not that scary. It's the cannons and the shield batteries that are the problem right now. If those cannons weren't there and the shield batteries weren't there, this would be an easy win for Kai, just with that many Lings. But as it stands, no. He's got to get a Hydralisk Den. He's making 18 Banelings. Whoa, spending that cash, man? I like it. AwesomeSeal not spending his money. Kyaralonous is, in fact, spending his money. yeah, Blackburn. Fun map, it turns out. It's got this little 12 o'clock that is not an island or anything. Banelings! Again, yes, you killed some cannons, and a forge, and a pylon, and one of the stalkers, but resources lost here are 4,000 to 2,600. The Zerg player has lost more because it's a lot. It's a lot of dead stuff. Those Banelings, they do a lot of damage, but they die in the process. Good unit, but pretty serious downside to them as well. Ooh, carrier production. Oh no. AwesomeSeal's getting carrier production. If Kai is only on Hydras, this will not bode well for him. He is working on double evolution chamber. He's at 51 workers now. Oh, taking a 4th at the gold. Love that play. Creep spreading this way as well. I'm liking it. I'm liking this play, with the exception of the Hydralisk tech versus these carriers. So, Hydralisks do pretty well against carriers, cost for cost, until there are about 6 carriers, and then all the Hydras die. So if you can catch it here, right, if you can get up here and attack and force AwesomeSeal to defend with his 2 carriers, and you have, I don't know, what, 15 Hydras or something, then sure, you'll be great. You'll be just fine. But if that carrier count just slowly grows and grows and grows to 6 to 7 to 8, he's making 4 at a time. Ah, beautiful scout here from Kai. Absolutely beautiful scout there from Kai. He sees 4 Stargates all making carriers with a fleet beacon and says Spire. Beautiful response from Kai. Spire up, getting a spore at each of his bases because he's like, oh, carriers are bad. Might as well have some kind of anti-air at my bases, just, I mean, other than queens. But I do like that the 3rd base never got established, and AwesomeSeal feels a little bit too scared to maybe re-establish it. He's getting a mothership, which is always very fun. Continuing with the Hydra stuff, getting speed for Hydras. 20 more Zerglings. He's like, okay, I gotta have some kind of army to deal with this while my Spire's coming up. But honestly, that money, excuse me, getting dumped into drones, I think would be better. So here we go, right? So a bunch of Hydras, 10 of them. Yeah, against 2 carriers, not exactly what you want to see if you're the carriers. That said, the other 4 have arrived. They have a mothership. Everything is real scary all of a sudden for the Zerg. This is not what you want to see if you're a lower level Zerg player. Double expanding here is AwesomeSeal. He's taking that 3rd base. He's taking that 4th base. 18 drones on the way. All right, so Kai is doing this a little bit backwards, but he is getting that worker count up to, boy, he's up to, bam, 73. 73 at 13 minutes. Love this. Love this decision to macro up super hard. It allows you to make a lot more corruptors if you have 73 workers compared to, 50 workers. Another base from AwesomeSeal. He's just, I have a bunch of money. Let's expand a whole bunch and make carriers, and I say his plan is working pretty well so far. Army supply is 73 to 48. Worker count's virtually even. The Zerg player is behind pretty effectively. But the game is not over. We got corruptors. We got an infestation pit on the way. He feels like he's got some time here, so he's going to tech up. Infestation pit coming in. Saturating this gold base. The gas is also super important. Don't forget to make your extractors here at these expansion bases, Kai. Taking this top right base too. But yeah, so you notice you're starting to do all right on minerals, but your gas is low. You even have 2 extra drones up here. So there you go. Extractor. I feel like I'm live coaching. It's kind of fun. So AwesomeSeal, though, he's doing great. After being on 2 bases for so long, he triple expands effectively real fast. He's making 4 carriers at a time. He went from a 2-basing Protoss to a 5-basing Protoss almost instantly here. I would say overnight, but that's slower than it was. It's not a real good representation of what we're dealing with here. Yeah, I got the mech skins on the Spire here and on the infestation pit. The drones the feral ones? I think they are. There's also an antenna on the Spire at the top. It's kind of fun. All right, so Kai, very nicely pumping out 9 corruptors at a time to add to the 9 he has already, getting +1 flyer attack. Carapace is also really good against carriers. Because, again, they have little tiny attacks that happen a lot. So armor against that kind of a thing is great. But also attack is pretty good too. If you can get enough corruptors to kind of just swoop it in one shot a carrier, that seems to be a good number of corruptors to have. I don't know that we're here though. 18 is... 18's a good number. 18 might be enough to just swoop in and go explode a carrier one at a time. Overseers I think would be amazing. But we don't have any of those. Does he not know about the mothership? I don't think he knows about the mothership. That might be a bit of a rude awakening here. Unfortunately. Look at this. No, I was going to say expanding. No. No one is really brave enough to take the 12 o'clock. At least not yet. I mean, they were very, very eager to take the bases that are far away from their opponent. Like this creep spread too. Did you bring detection with you? Because if not, Kai can... Ah, yes. Kai can tell, right? They're shimmering. They're invisible. This Overlord comes in, sees the mothership. Great scout. Production tab says detection. No, it doesn't. But it's upgrades and it's more corruptors and it's a hive. But really, you need... Okay. Well, I guess if you just kill the mothership... Wow, real fast. And then not quite enough corruptors to one shot. Maybe it is. Oh my gosh. See, this is why mass carrier isn't actually recommended. That is a lot of carriers, though. The corruptors are doing okay. But that is so many carriers. Whoa. AwesomeSeal turns into the macro god because carriers. Kai makes 56 panic zerglings, 6 more corruptors. He doesn't feel like he has enough to deal with this. See, that's why usually higher level Protoss players will have Void Rays and Archons and Templars with High Storm to help deal with the corruptors, because all 3 of those are really good in that situation. Mass carrier can be pretty scary if your opponent hasn't dedicated enough resources to the corruptors required to kill them all. Again, pretty good trades there. That was a lot of dead carriers. Killed 7 of them, which normally feels like it would be enough. But then the guy's got 14 still, because he's literally just going mass carrier right now. He's expanded to this section. Kai is doing the same thing. It's just being on even base count is not ideal here. Also, the upgrades do sort of favor Kai. I mean, it's only +1 shields for AwesomeSeal, but he's working on +1 air and +1 air armor. I guess attack and armor would be the play here. And yeah, look at this. Actually taking the 6 o'clock, sort of. The corruptors have decided to engage. Not ideal. Wow, not ideal at all. This is bad. This is actually turning out to be a pretty bad thing. Yeah, like all the gas you can get here. Need to saturate these extractors. Yeah, the 12 o'clock needs to happen. You need to saturate these extractors. You need to kill this base. I love the macro hatch here. Kai recognizing he's got a bunch of money, so let's make Zerglings. Also, jump in here on this. I don't know that the carriers can kill you all before you kill this base. Yeah, so they're going to respond to it, but it's going to be too late. Watch. Yeah, so there's the response. Oh, the Lings have +2 attack upgrades. There you go. Yep, too late. Called it. A Void Ray's on the way. I'm wondering if that is a mistake. Out of AwesomeSeal, it feels like maybe it is. He's like, the carriers are doing great. Why would I need Void Rays? And, you know, kind of a legitimate question to answer, actually. So corruptors are back. We've got 16 of them. He's making 7 more. The upgrades are for the flyer +2 attack. Carapace again would be amazing. Adrenal glands on the way here too. Yeah, so the Protoss. Really, the only place he can expand here is the 6 o'clock without killing something of the Zergs. But look at him. Just, you come to me, man. You come over here. Yeah, squishy, squishy, evil Zergs. Yeah, Cetrian, these gases, beautiful. Very nice. These gases are happening now, too. Excellent. Kai taking these extractors would be amazing. Like, all the gas you can possibly gather right now is going to be nice. Also, Zergling attacks at either of these bases would be sick. or this one, because there's literally no defense. There are no cannons there, no shield batteries. AwesomeSeal has naked bases, totally available for the killing. You have a bunch of Zerglings. You have 2 Zerglings. Where'd the rest of them go? Did you go in for another attack on this? Doesn't look like it. I don't know where they went, but you have enough money to make 1,000,000 Zerglings. Blah-blah. And other ship dies. Again, it's just, you're outnumbered heavily here. It's 50 Corruptors to 13 Carriers. Like, when we say Corruptors are good versus Carriers, we don't mean that 1 Corruptor can kill 1 Carrier. That's not the ratio here. That's not how this works. Take the gas. Do it. I mean, I really feel like if AwesomeSeal just A-moved right now, he would win the game. He's not, and I'm not entirely sure why. He is honestly just kind of sitting here, hanging out, having the time of his life, killing Corruptors whenever they decide to engage. I love that he's rebuilding his mothership. He's like, yep, that's what we need. It's another mothership. And yeah, I mean, AwesomeSeal hasn't left this position for like, I don't know, 6 or 7 minutes. He's literally just sitting here being like, hey man, I heard you wanted to kill my stuff. You're welcome to try. I'll be here. There we go. So this is where some little Ling attacks make a lot of sense. Just go down this ramp and go around and kill it. Caustic Spray, gonna take down that base real quick. See? AwesomeSeal, he's slow. Abuse the fact that his army is slow. Kill the Nexus. Beautiful stuff. Send Lings in to kill more stuff. Run, Lings! Run! And the Corruptors are like, we can snipe a Void Ray. We got it. Oh, it was a move command. So, I mean, just... Oh, he's trying so hard to kill these carriers, but every time he kills 5 or 6, 4 more show up. Flyer Carapace would be amazing. Kai's making 30 Corruptors, though. 30 Corruptors versus the 11 that exist. Okay, now we're talking. 3-to-1 ratio is much more viable, especially, again, if you have good upgrades. Carapace would be amazing for the Flyer, but we don't have it, but that's okay. AwesomeSeal rebuilding here. Again, Zerglings coming through here. Kill this. Kill this. You win the game. I think that's win the game play right there. But again, he has vision on this open back area. This back door's open. You can get it. That was the sound of 31 Corruptors erupting at the same time. Yeah, I know you only have the 1 Spire for upgrades, but making a second one against an opponent that's literally making nothing but carriers is going to be pretty good. So here we go. This is where do we have enough Corruptors comes into play. Carrier down. Not quite enough to one-shot them. Not with the upgrades they have, but whittling it down. Void Ray's in here, not prismatically aligned. My gosh, this might be the world record for the most Corruptors killed in one game. It's 121 Corruptors that have died today. Woo! Maybe should have waited for +1 Flyer attack. I don't know if that would have made enough of a difference to win that fight, but... AwesomeSeal's APM for this game is 75, which honestly seems higher than I thought it was. He's pretty much just kind of sat with his army. Alright, so Lings are like, hey, come kill us instead. I mean, this is Corruptor versus Carrier, the movie right now. The Corruptors are being dumb, and I guess trying to kill the Void Ray. Jeez. Hey, Ling counterattack, but there's a shield battery here. Shield battery overcharged. This is what I wanted you to do 10 minutes ago. Okay, 4 minutes ago. Killing probes all over the place. What that might actually, unfortunately, do is allow AwesomeSeal to just make a bigger army if all of his probes are dead, because he's got a big bank of 12,000 minerals and 4,000 gas. Yeah, this just frees up total supply for him to make more carriers. He is actually producing 5 probes at a time. So he's worried about that. He wants more. Corruptors are like, okay, if we go after the production of AwesomeSeal, we can slow him down. This game started with a proxy hatch, you guys. Proxy hatch. Crazy. Hey, we killed 2 Stargates. I don't think AwesomeSeal knows what recall is. If he had recalled here, he could have saved that. Not really been... Oh, don't fly. Why are you... Okay. So he banelings down the cannons. The Corruptors are dying real fast. Wow. Like, ultimate, super mega ultra crazy fast. He's making 36 Lings and 10 more Corruptors. He's getting +1 Flyer Carapace, which is nice. AwesomeSeal has decided it is time to engage. I have a 117 to 46 army supply advantage. He doesn't know that, but he knows he's up. And so far, so good. Yeah, I really think a big problem in this game was Kai just allowing... Do not... What are you doing? It's like 10 Zerglings. Okay, this is buying Kai some much needed time right now. Absolutely required time. Okay, we're back. We're back on the warpath, though. These drones coming back to work in an extremely hostile work environment. They can't file for workers' comp because they're all dead. Maybe their next of kin can do it, but I don't think Zerg officially have next of kin. Look at this. Buying more time. These Corruptors are like, we can't kill the carriers, so don't kill this base. It doesn't matter. Okay, well, we're going to kill this base for the 500 gas that's left on these assimilators. Run. Run now. Run? Or, you know, just all... Oh, bad rally. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. Alright. Bad. That was really bad. 175 Corruptors have died. 177 Corruptors have died. Zergling, again, the concept of protecting a base is fairly foreign. Also, the concept of a recall doesn't appear to exist for AwesomeSeal, unfortunately. There's no shield batteries for these cannons, so they're all definitely dead. These are really well upgraded Lings with 3 attack and no armor, but adrenal glands. See, once again, carriers fly over here slowly, manually. This base is dead. The cloak saved it with 13 HP. Whoa, okay. Resources lost are 62,000 for Kai and 33,000 for AwesomeSeal. Okay, AwesomeSeal says, we're back. We're back on target. Oh no, it's a giant spore crawler forest. Oh, hang on. Hang on, interceptor count. 131, 129, 127. He's losing interceptors. The good news is that he has a 17,000 mineral bank, so replacing them is actually not difficult. But see, Kai, once again, buying time. AwesomeSeal is not producing any carriers. It's going to be hard to in a minute because... Oh, he recalled! What? I'm taken utterly by surprise by that. And more Corruptors died. Man. Okay, well, so let's see. This base is back. Oh, no, it never died. That's right. It got down to 13 HP. AwesomeSeal says, once again, we are on the warpath. Production tab is empty for both players, which is a bit of a concern considering they both have pretty decent banks. I mean, Kai's is not nearly as majestic or massive as AwesomeSeal's is. Dude, the number of Zerglings and Corruptors that are dead in this game is a big number. Yeah, and AwesomeSeal continues to reproduce probes, which I honestly don't think is a super viable concept. Because you don't have enough bases to throw 5 more probes at. You've got idle workers at different places. That's oversaturated by 8. This one is almost fully saturated. Unless you want to kill this 12 o'clock, which you can easily do, and take it, I don't know that you're going to need more probes. Also, again, long-term carrier late-game stuff sucks because eventually you run out of money unless you win. And then suddenly you don't have enough money to rebuild interceptors and the carriers become utterly dead weight. So we'll see how this goes. Kai is like, I guess I'll make a corruptor. I suppose. 6 o'clock down. One of the 2 sources of income available right now for AwesomeSeal are gone. Look at him replacing these Stargates, man. He's a trooper, is what he is. Oh, no, just kidding. These didn't die because there was a recall. I just completely forgot about that. He's not going to recall this time, and not through lack of available recall, but just because he's slow walking over here again. My gosh, all these corruptors are very dead. Again, I feel like an upgrade to these corruptors would be awesome. Some kind of armor upgrade, because he's got 333. He has all of the upgrades known to man for carriers. Okay, so AwesomeSeal trying to take the 12 o'clock. No, save the Zerglings, and once again, Kai doing all right with these lings, roaming around, making sure that AwesomeSeal's income is not as good as it otherwise could be. There's no probes to kill here, no reason to kill this at all, but, you know, the lings have some goals. Now, here's the trick, right? You just pulled the carriers all up this way. Now, send an attack down here, and the carriers have to walk all the way back, because apparently, AwesomeSeal can only do 1 recall a game. I don't know why that is, but, seems to be the truth. Okay, a few probes die here. No, keep going. Keep going. Don't just stand there. Oh, wow, this is actually pretty effective against probes. Now all the lings are dead because they didn't keep going. Kai's army is 6, and that's a good game well played. Oh, gosh. And AwesomeSeal and his formidable 3-3 carrier armada of 16 carriers. They win the day. That's a 39 kill carrier in there. There's a 21, 17, 7, 17, 21, 20. There was one in here that had 32. Whee! So, yeah, the recommendations I'd given in this game would be get armor for your corruptors sooner rather than later. Make 2 spires. Do some of this ling harass at these completely empty, and not empty, but undefended bases, right? Earlier. You gotta at least check them to see if they're defended or not. And then with 3-3 corruptors, baby infestors, some neural parasite would have helped for sure. But yeah, end of the day, I mean, it's gotta be super demoralizing to lose 212 corruptors, 390 lings, and 10 hydras. 30 carriers died for AwesomeSeal. 4 motherships. Ended up having one at the end of the game, like really religiously replacing those. Lost 6 nexuses and 117 probes, but had 42 at the end. 42 probes at the end of the game there. So just he made a lot of probes today. That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. 41,000 resources lost for AwesomeSeal and 78,000 lost for Kai. What a brutal, brutal example of how good carriers can be, especially at the lower leagues. Just by themselves, just straight up mass carrier, man. Hard to handle, turns out. Great upgrades. Yeah, AwesomeSeal went from this like 2 base guy to all the bases, all the upgrades, big scary macro army. Just a switch flipped on him. And of course, Kai changed too from like, I'm just going to flood you with lings with 15 workers to I'm going to take the entire map and I'm going to have enough money to make 35 corruptors at once and it'll be cool. So good job by both of these players, but AwesomeSeal comes out on top. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.